What it do, fellas? So I want to get straight to the point with this video. Kind of different on my channel, but it's kind of like a review. So this woman, or let me just start off with like this woman in general, they will think that they will change you. So they will think, due to their looks, ego, pride, you know me, look at me. You as a man, you might say, this is how it's gonna be. And I'm gonna go back and forth from this situation, as in, you know, he wanted an LA Choppa, which is a rapper that just ended his relationship. He wants to be dating other women. He can't see himself with one woman, all right? She knew this from the jump. He told her. Now, let me just put that to the side. This is what happens in a lot of cases when you let a woman know what's up. When you put your, and this is guidelines, not that I agree with him, but I respect his choices. That's his lifestyle, right? So this is his guidelines, you know, letting her know this is what I want. She has to be okay with this. And let me have you guys take this in. He ended the relationship because he couldn't cheat in peace, which is, you know, he's young. He's 19, all that stuff. He's not ready, all that stuff. I'll get into in a second as well. Back to my point of how women, they will definitely come into your life. You have your guidelines. You will tell her what's up, what it's going to be like. And also, things do change later on, but it's still you letting her know. And so with that just being said, a lot of fellas will do this role, do their job, and sometimes some fellas can't do it. In this case, at least he did it. He really did do it. He let her know what's up. And women will still in their head, in their mind, believe, oh, baby, with me, I get my way. There's no other way around this. Oh, it's my way or no other way. So it kind of gets to this point of women will either want sympathy. In this case, she wanted a whole lot of sympathy. You know, made her post, whatever, her crying online, and she was saying she couldn't sleep, all this type. She was really going through it. But listen, baby girl knew what's up from the jump. Okay, I'm gonna get into another chop up, but I really want to stick on this whole not rejection. Y'all know how it goes with rejection. Females can't handle that as well, or can't take it, whatever. But back to guidelines and knowing that this man that you want, that is the dream guy, that, you know, he could have whatever he wants, any other female, you know, he has everything that it takes to get any females, but her, exactly her, she thinks in her mind that I'm the one, I'm the only girl. Now this, I'm not going to get into it, but this just proves how much women are driven by their ego and pride. Their looks, them feeling so cocky, confident, whatever you want to call it, is enough for them to think that they could have their ways. Now I'm just missing the facts of the guidelines that they have. I'm just missing the facts of, you know, you got to look a certain way. You got to have a certain amount of money, and you got to come with a certain type of status. I'm just missing all of the things that females expect y'all to have. And then on top of that, make sure you are loyal. Make sure you stay in line, in check. Well, I could let the world see my cheeks, and you know what's going to happen. They could see it go. They could see one leg go one way. The world could see it. The next guy, I will entertain the next guy. Now, I'm not saying anything about Marissa. That's her name, I believe. I'm not saying she wasn't loyal, or, you know what, she didn't I'm not saying she didn't deserve this, but she did, in the sense of she knew what was up. Now, at the end of the day, a woman is going to be emotional. It's in her nature. A woman's going to cry, and you can feel for that part, but you can't feel for the parts of not. You can't feel for the parts of her knowing. You get what I mean? It's just her thinking that there's going to be another way. Now, let me just backtrack to this idea of what it was like in the beginning and how it's like with a lot of you fellas for awareness, right? You're going to come into this, no matter what, with a lot of women, they're used to their options, they're used to their ways, they're used to validation. You're going to come into this, and so no matter what, they're always going to expect it to go a certain way. They're always going to expect, at the end, what's going to happen with you specifically. You're going to come to the sense of knowing that you got to do this because it's best, or I'm gone. So now we're going back into the ego and the pride that a lot of females have. They could run to the next option. They could tell you what to do and go on and move on, right? But in this case, what Marissa is expecting, knowing that this is what Annalie Choppa said from the jump, what she's expecting is that he's going to start listening to what she wants. Follow my guidelines now. Now listen, I could start looking at this a little different if, you know, the kid, the homeboy, the brother, whatever, told her something like, you know, I'm not sure, and then gave her some mixed feelings. You know, that type of vibe. Or, you know what, dragged her along. Or almost, you know, told her, it's just you. There's a lot of fellas, and we gotta admit, there's a lot of fellas out here that'll do that. There's a lot of fellas that don't know how they feel. A lot of fellas also can't express to a woman, can't actually be like, you know what? Saying it with their chest, you know what? This is how I truly feel. And let a woman really know. Sometimes some fellas can't do that. In this case, he is young, 19 years old. And this is actually manning up to his feelings. And he was doing it from the jump. So what more can you really ask for? Because this is the reality of it. The nice guys. We got to bring it in, all right? And I'm not here for the nice guys. Y'all got to learn your balance. But the nice guys, and let me say it like this so it makes more sense. The guys that are ready to do it, ready to give the world to this female, but let me sound a little bit more nice. The guys that could actually be what this girl is wanting from NLA Chapa. The guys out there, there's plenty of guys. Marissa's a beautiful woman, right? And I'm sure she has other qualities. I don't know her. But there's other qualities or other things that she has that definitely a whole lot of fellas out here are looking at and feeling and liking. And you know, let me give you a little bit of attention or a little bit of cash app type of vibe. So if that's the case for Marissa, for those guys, why are you going to be stuck on a man that tells you flat out, listen, ma, like, this is how it's going to be. If you're with the program, because listen, once again, there's other women that are willing to be with the program, right? If you're with the program, okay, come aboard, come along. If you're not, you got to skirt to the side. So in this case, if she has other guys that are willing to give her what she wants, why stick with the man that told you from the jump what it was going to be? That's her choice. So it's like, and I don't know what's going on really too much on socials, if like everybody's on her side type of stuff. I'm not really sure. This is just a hot story right now. And, you know, I thought I should just give you guys my little 2 cents. I'm not sure. But I could just say this. She could find the next guy to give her what she's looking for from NLA Chapa. But nah, you guys know the bad boys excite her. Excite any woman, to be exact. You know she's going to go back to him knowing what's up. So it's just like we already know how women, you know, move, what they go back to, how much opposites attract, giving her less really attracts her in. Yes, we know this right now. But if we just talk about a lot of you fellas that stay, and now I'm not talking about NLA Chapa, I'll get back into them in a second. But now if I talk about a lot of you fellas that happen to, let me say it like this, be a simp and stay. Obviously, a lot of women don't like you guys. They lose interest for those reasons. But if you happen to be that guy, you have a woman now, oh, you got to do this. Now you got a whole lot of lists from her that you got to follow. She got a whole list for y'all to follow. So, you know, those guys, no women have the time of the day for. Those guys are just on the side. So I'm telling all my guys out there, just know, you guys aren't even on NLA Chopper, not even a single tear out of a female right now. So those guys, get on board on NLA Chopper's side, yeah. But just understand how women like Marissa could choose to pick those guys, but this is how that feels. They're not excited. You're not telling her no. You're taking her back. You're seeing the next fine chick that gives you more, like literally offers more, and yet you're still saying no because you want to be loyal to yeah, really? Come on, y'all know my send her back. I'm not gonna get into that, but my point is really just saying that why do you guys, and I'm gonna go back to another child, but why do you guys gotta give it to her? Because she's telling you? Okay, so every time you give her what she tells you, you guys follow this guideline, do what she expects you, plus having options because you got it all going on, you don't even really see your options. If you guys do that, how do you expect that she's gonna be loyal and respect you? Ain't no way. So it's just like, y'all gotta know yourself. And NLA Chopper, he has growing to do. He's not going to be the same guy, obviously, later on. But, hey, if this is what he wants 10 years from now, he still has grown. As in, as your life goes on, experiences, all that type of stuff I don't even want to get into. It changes you. It could be for the better, it could be for the worse. But it changes you. It does something to you. Some people do stay in the same space or place, but they still have all that opportunity, or all those experiences and stuff like that. So it's just like, how do you go about it to be this new person? For NLA Chopper, if he does want to be with Marissa later on, that could happen. But he made a tweet saying something along the lines of, I can't remember exactly, but to kind of just give you a little bit, it was something along the lines of, this is him now. This is how he is. now. So if that's how he is now, that's fine. Shouldn't that be absolutely fine? It should be. But no, and give this video a big thumbs up if you haven't. But no, Marissa wants him to be like this now. And this is the part where y'all got to get that you give a woman a reality check and you have to constantly do it. And then Chopper could have just said, okay, what? I'll stay and all this stuff, but he can't live in peace. His peace. That's how you have to take it. And this is where everybody has to be biased or not biased. Everybody has to be, sorry, I said the wrong word. Everybody has to understand other people and accept them for who they are. That's what I mean to say. Everybody has to, I want y'all to get that, like, it's not about the other person. It's really about you. Marissa got to get that. How will you truly be happy staying stuck when you knew what's up already? That's why it gets me. Sometimes some girls later on, they get cheated on or done dirty, all this types of stuff. Absolutely. But the sad truth of it is that might happen, but they will still keep going back to those guys and stuff like that. In this case, Marissa got it a lot easier and she's still trying to get this man to stick around. You can't change a man. You can't change a woman. You know, you could have somebody, and yes, you could have, and you're not changing a man that's obsessed with a woman. He's already obsessed, right? But yes, you could have somebody show you traits that they're different and stuff like that. But genuinely, if they don't rock with you, they don't rock with you. If they don't rock with you on that level, that's how they really feel mentally. All right, so I want to go back to just to get to a wrap and give this video a big thumbs up. Book your consultations if y'all want to talk to your girl. But to get to the wrapping up, yo, if this guy or you as a fellow, you tell a woman what's up from the beginning, do not change your mind because of her. Good thing he didn't, but y'all don't got to do that too, because I see it happen so much in the modern day because y'all don't want to lose her. All this whatnot, type of stuff I'm not going to get into. But you see my point? You don't got to do that. I know Chopper is having the best of both worlds because, you know, as much as he might still not want to see her like that, he can still have her anytime he wants and plus every other woman. And then we just got to consider the facts of, he said, you know, the types of things of like, he wants to cheat in peace or live the life that he wants, his truth. We got to let him do that. He's going to want to do that. He's going to have fun. But, you know, at the end of the day, we know what it takes for a woman to get a man. If it's the looks, it's the looks. Obviously, there's other things like, you know, a man is going to love a woman that can cook and clean and things like that, realistically. But now if we just talk about you fellas, for someone like NLA Chop, but if you happen to have what it takes to get women nowadays, and you still have women, and this is what's going to happen for you fellas that become the best version of yourself, but you still have women obsessed with you, doing the most, they know what's up, and they're still moving like this, that is once again on their fault. That's once again their problem. That's what I really want to say. Because you didn't have to do, or you don't have to prove or change, or it's none of that. They know. So it's just kind of like, whether you want to call it like, there's a lot of words. I'm not going to get into that because it can open more conversations. But whatever you want to call her behavior, we'll leave it at that. But it's just down to a man knowing, you know what, this is not for me. And I done my part. So I'm saying he did this in the most best, and I would truly say in the most respectful way. Like, I don't know what obviously goes through or goes behind closed doors. None of us does. But really, the whole idea is that she knew, and that's all that matters. If she didn't know, this would change a lot of the situation. But then also, we just have to be realistic with ourselves when we're in the modern day, and we have a guy that has it going on. You know, at some point too, I don't know what type of girl she is, but at some point too, you just get bored or you're tired. Now, I only say this because maybe she's crazy. Who knows? Maybe she nags a lot. Maybe there's other things that he wants to see in her or characteristics that have changed over the years. You don't know. But the point is, he has money. He got status. He got the looks to get the girls that he wants. So what's the point? What's the point? What's the point of chasing or changing or all that? No fella needs to do all that. You're at a position of having life run the way you want it to. Same way a beautiful woman that has the body or whatever it takes to get men, she's in the position or she has the options that she wants to. So in this case, you know, sometimes, you know, some females will be like, well, I will change him and all this stuff. But in this case, it's not that at all. And Melissa doesn't want to accept the truth, what it is on his part. Now, I got to say, she's just wasting her time. And I'm just saying, like, I think they had a kid together too. I'm not even sure, y'all. I be seeing, but I gotta confirm certain stuff as well, right? But even the whole kid situation, I'm just saying, like,